But the culture in which Islam as a religion came into existence was like one of those primitive cultures and their primitive, absurd ideas about the cosmos. Muhammad and Islam came out of that culture, and the Quran doesn't correct those false beliefs at all. It continues them. No thanks to Allah, the Almighty, and His sweet Prophet. Muhammad was not a holy prophet of the Almighty Allah. He was just some random deluded merchant. Quran, which is supposed to be completely accurate and a miracle, never explicitly talk about the shape of the earth. The Quran doesn't describe our spherical earth and the vast universe, of which Muhammad and his followers were completely unaware of. How hard would it be for the Quran, for a divine book that amazes the world, to describe that the earth is actually a sphere, that it's actually round?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel Islam is Science. Many non-believers has objected and criticized Quran that the shape of the earth has not been mentioned and earth's surface is mentioned as flat. So without knowledge, I think they are delusional. They think that they are smarter than Allah SWT. They make absolutely idiotic statements and they are stupid enough to make a fool of themselves. Let us explore Earth's geometrical shape, its surface, and its rotation in the light of Quran and Hadis. Let us see what Quran says. Go to Surah Az-Zumar, chapter 39, verse 5. He has created the heavens and the earth with the truth. He makes the night to go in the day and makes the day to go in the night, and He has subjected the sun and the moon, each running on a fixed course for an appointed term. Let us concentrate on the part where it says Allah SWT merges the night into the day. That means night hours decreases and day hours increases, and merges the day into the night. That means day hour decreases and night hour increases. So to understand this, let us concentrate on two words, yukawwir and kullun yajri. And let us take the meaning of these words from Arabic dictionary. So go to almani.com. So the word kurra means sphere, ball or globe. And its verb is yukawwir, means he wraps or winds rolls, similar to rolling or wrapping a sphere or a ball. So Quran is saying that He winds or rolls the night and the day over a sphere or a ball-like figure that has some curvature. Now let us concentrate on the portion of which it says kullun yajri, means all are moving to a pre-recorded destiny. This is what you need to know. So in English grammar, we have only two nouns. We call singular noun or plural noun. So by definition, singular means one and plural means two or more. For example, if I say book, you add s to it, it says books, that's plural. But in Arabic grammar, there are three distinct features, okay? The first thing is the singular one, which is one, and binary means two, and multiple or more, this is three or more. So like for example, if I say kitab, that is singular, kitabani means two or binary, and kutub is three or more, that is multiple. So in reference to the binary noun, it will be stated, it should have been stated like kullahuma yajriyan. That means both are moving, because it says sun and moon. So it says kullahuma yajriyan, that means both are moving. However, the Quran is saying kullun yajri, referring to multiple entities, that is three or more. Since the sun and moon are just two, but the Quran is referring to three or more entities, then according to Quran, anything that is three or more are moving. That means sun is moving, moon is moving, earth is moving, and stars are moving. So let us see this verse in regards to that. Surah An-Nahl, chapter 16, verse 12. And He has subjected to you the night and the day, and sun and the moon, and the stars are subjected by His command. Okay, let us see the verse in which Allah SWT is telling, Surah Al-Luqman, chapter 31, verse 29. See you not, O Muhammad, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala merges the night into the day and merges the day into the night and has subjected the sun and the moon, each running its course for a fixed term. Now, the word that has been used to describe here is yuliju, means merges. Yuliju al-layli fi an-nahar wa an-nihar fi al-layl. So from the above verses, it is clear that the merging of the day and night is possible only if the earth has some curvature and how far the earth is from the sun and the axis of the earth is to be tilted. Like, hence, the flat earth theory is not supported by Quran. Let us see what scientists have to say about this. So go to bbc.com and nasa.gov. It is clearly stated that the astronomical seasons are caused by the equinoxes and solstices and the tilt of the earth. So some people wrongly translate and say that earth is flat instead of stretched out or spread out on a curved surface. So let us imagine and say that the earth is flat, okay, perfectly vertical and not tilted at all. Then it is impossible to have reduction in day and night hours. For example, if this earth is flat, of the equinoxes and solstices, if the sun is nearer to the earth, it will have the shorter but smaller number of days and night hours. Like, you will have the same number of day hours, same number of night hours, but it will be shorter. Now imagine if the sun is far. Now the earth will have longer hours, same number of day hours, same number of night hours, but no reduction in the day and night hours. So the position of the sun in relation to earth affects how long the days and nights are, and it is possible only if the earth has some curvature and the earth axis is tilted. This makes it very clear, or say crystal clear, that the earth has some sort of spherical shape. We have day and night saving times, longer days and shorter nights, and shorter days and longer nights. That means earth is tilted. Quran is saying that the sun, the moon, the earth and stars are also moving. So whoever, it says, whomsoever is rotating or moving on axis. So hope this clears that out. If not, let us see another verse. Surah An-Naziyat, chapter 79, verse 30. And after that he spread the earth. So the word dahaha has been used here, and it translates to as spread out or stretched out. That comes from the root word dahu, which means to spread out or smooth out. And the word dahya means rolling aroundness. So the connection of this word dahaha is related to the Arabic ostrich becomes more apparent by the understanding of the specific way the ostriches would lay its eggs, was by spreading out the sand before laying on top of it, right? So this is what the root word has the meaning, to spread out or stretch out to lay eggs. So in reference to ostrich eggs, this is why dahaha is used to describe actions for setting out, okay, and adjusting something which is round or spherical. If you reject this claim, let us go to another verse, okay. Let's go to Surah Ar-Rahman, chapter 55, verse 33. O assembly of jinns and men, if you have power to pass beyond the zones of the heavens and the earth, then pass them, but you will never be able to pass them except with authority. That is, the word has been used as sultan, that is power. So when you define radius, how you define it? You say nisb qatra, and the diameter is qatra. And the plural of the diameter, that if you have two diameters, is called akhtar. Let us see what the meaning of akhtar is. It means conjugate diameters. And the definition of conjugate diameter is united in pairs or yoked together, or two curves or conic section, two diameters of an ellipse or hyperbola. So the cyclic quadrilateral and the ratio between the diagonals and the sides can be defined and is known as a cyclic quadrilateral. A quadrilateral inscribed in a circle has two diagonals. So basically, radii and diameters are the properties of circle or spheres or conic section that are composed of ellipsoid, paraboloid, or hyperbola, and are associated with curved sections only. It is stated that the escape the diameters, akhtar samawati wal ard, that means escape the diameters of the heavens and the earth. So Quran is saying that earth has two diameters and universe has two diameters. So this confirms the previous verse of chapter 39 verse 5 and chapter 31 verse 29, that the shape of the earth is like a ball or a sphere and has curvatures, and that is already proven by scientific observations. You call yukavir. Hence this proves that Quran is absolutely true and correct. Just to reinforce this statement, what I have stated just now, that the earth is curved and all that, let us go to Surah Al-Ibrahim, chapter 14, verse 48. On the day when the earth will be changed to another earth, and so will be the heavens. And let us see what Hadis says about this. Sahih al-Bukhari, volume 8, number 6520, the Prophet ﷺ said, the earth will be a bread on the day of resurrection. So now it is the bread. And the irresistible will turn it with his hands like any one of you turn a bread with his hand. This means prior to the day of Qiyamah, the earth has some curvature, spherical, conic section, or straight edge shape, something like that. And on the day of resurrection, earth will be a bread, flat, like stacked, right? Now, let me show you the delicacy of the Arabic language. Here, Arabi Zuban ka jise maza kehte hain. See these words. Dahaha, madadnaha, farashnaha, tahaha, sutihat. They all means spread it out. The word bisata means expands. Maddah means extensively or extension of it. They are very closely related to each other, basically means spread it out, right? And there are almost 7 words defining the same thing in a very different way, but has same meaning. Isn't this really cool? So in Arabic language, one word has several meanings, and several words can define the same thing and have same meaning. And that's the beauty of the Arabic language. So quickly, I will give you all the references with the words that I used. You'll find those words in these verses. Chapter 13, verse 3, chapter 50, verse 7, chapter 51, verse 48, chapter 71, verse 19, chapter 88, verse 20, and chapter 91, verse 6. And now let us see some more interesting thing about astronomy in Quran. Surah Al-A'raf, chapter 7, verse 54. Indeed, your Lord is Allah. And I'll just concentrate on the part. He brings the night as a cover over the day, seeking it rapidly. So just concentrate on that part. He brings the night as a cover over the day, seeking it rapidly. So in other words, he covers the night with the day, asks for it persistently, and he's asking for that persistently. Okay, so God asks more of the day and more of the night. Then this means the days are getting longer. This means that the rotation of the earth should be slowing down. So if the earth rotation slows down, then the timing of the day and night gets longer. So let us see what scientists have to say about this. So go to www.sciencealert.com. Since the formation of Earth around 4.5 billion years ago, Earth's rotation has been gradually slowing down, and its days gotten progressively longer as a result. The most significant of all, at least to us, is lengthening days, and have now been linked to the oxygenation of Earth's atmosphere. Its day lengths may have had an important effect on the pattern and the timing of Earth oxygenation. We know, based on the fossil record, that days were just 18 hours long 1.4 billion years ago, and half an hour shorter than they are today, than 70 million years ago. So evidences suggest that we are gaining 1.8 millisecond a century. This proves Quran to be absolutely true and correct. आप सब मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलिए। इंशाअल्लाह ताला और भी ऐसी वीडियोस देखने को मिलेंगी। व आखिरु दावाहुम अल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन।